Hi, this is Bill from Pull Yourself to Pieces. We started this podcast to spark conversations, challenge perspectives, and share the extraordinary tales that make life a thrilling adventure. At first, we didn't know how to create a podcast, but after doing research, we found a great online tool that we use to record each show. That tool is Zencastr, an all-in-one podcast platform that works right out of a browser. You can record studio-quality audio and up to 4K video, even if your connection is unstable. Then you can use the tool's post-production features to help you edit those recordings so your podcast can sound its best. And finally, Zencastr can host your shows and help you distribute them to multiple platforms like Spotify and Apple. It's so easy, and if we can do it, so can you. There's nothing to stop you from creating your own podcast right now. Go to zencastr.com/pricing and use my code BillyRay, and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencastr paid plan. I want you to have the same easy experiences I do for all my podcasting and content needs. It's time to share your story. Hello, and we're back again with another episode.
Don't you dare.
Of
You're making fun of me. I can't believe it. My own brother mocking me in front of these thousands of listeners.
Oh yeah, thousands of listeners.
Hey, a man can dream, can he?
Anybody who listened to our last episode would know that Ray has had bronchitis forever.
I did. It seemed like forever.
He's got a perfect personal relationship with Mr. Bronchitis. Or
Yeah,
maybe
me
it's Mrs. Bronchitis. I'm not sure.
No, it's me and Phlegm. Me and Mr.
Oh,
Phlegm.
you and Mr. Phlegm?
Yeah.
Me and Mr. Phlegm.
Dun. We
Mr.
got a
Phlegm.
thing going on. Yeah, I can almost sing again.
Yeah, you sound like, you're back to your wonderful, incredibly
Okay, watch it.
self.
Okay. I'm glad you stopped there. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm back.
We're back.
We're back. The brothers.
It's been a couple of weeks. It's been like 2 weeks, but we're here again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your voice is back. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it then. Okay, we just go then. We're
All right. See you. It was good talking to you.
All
Goodbye.
right, yeah.
You know, the upside is I'm not coughing anymore, and that's a big.
Yeah, that helps when we do a show, because
That helps when we do a show. I can like that.
Yeah.
I could always hit the mute button, but I mean, just in general, being out in public or talking to a client, having to like stop and cough, and then if you've got to spit, it's like, oh crap, what do you do with it? You really don't want to swallow it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you got to figure out a
Actually,
way.
it's really kind of not a healthy thing to do that because
No,
if you get that, let's say
Yeah.
you're driving in the car, right?
Oh, that's another problem.
And you can't open the window, let's say, and you got like a whole mouthful of phlegm.
Oh, yeah, right.
It's really kind of bad because it's bacteria now is all like flowing around in there and stuff like that. And if you swallow that, that's really
Yeah,
bad.
no.
So you kind of got to get it out.
I will basically slow down, open the window, and try and hawk that baby out without having to
Big,
come back
huge, giant like puddle comes out of your mouth.
Yeah, exactly. And you just have to hope.
People look at like, what the hell was he doing?
And you have to hope it clears the car so it's not stuck to the
Depending how fast you're going,
to the left, to the left rear fender. Because that's not a good look.
If there's someone in the back seat, it goes right on them.
Oh well, that's if the window's open. But
right.
It's winter time. So
it sure is.
Oh yeah.
Although it's weird, the weirdest weather is going on. There's days where it's going to be like 50s in January, and then half of this country, or a big chunk of this country is getting bombarded with low temperatures and snow. It's like
It's the end of the world, Bill. Yeah.
Oh, it's right. That's what it is. Right.
QREM. It's the end of the world, and I feel fine.
QREM.
Never mind. You know the group REM.
Right.
Anyway,
REM.
So I've been gone for 2 weeks. So how you been? How's things?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't complain.
Did that rash clear up?
No.
How about that hump? Is it still on the left side or is it on the right side now?
That's offensive. Okay, really.
To who?
The hump.
Who? You think is anybody out there with a hump on their back? Raise your hands.
Oh.
All right, I didn't see anybody. I think we're okay.
The
That's
whales.
right.
Humpback whales. How do you think they feel?
Oh, you have to be politically correct today, or you catch hell from everybody.
Yeah, we're in that kind of society. Yeah, I
I
mean
know
that's the way things are.
it's not
In
very
fact,
comfortable. It's not
I'm gonna
comfortable.
I'm gonna talk about that later in the show. It's funny you
Oh,
brought that up.
oh boy, I'm excited.
Oh well, all right. Is that what's
Okay,
going on over there?
what?
I don't know. So we got a lot to talk about this week.
Yes, we do.
We're on a time schedule, right? The clock is ticking. It's
Yeah, I
like
gotta.
beat
Yeah.
the clock. We got to beat the clock.
All right, calm down.
All right, so we got to talk quick.
Well, now that we've got everybody out there, sitting and comfortably, and whatever they're doing, this is background noise. Now's the time to go up and get a beer, get some potato chips, sit back and relax. 'Cause we're gonna be coming back with a great show, right, Bill?
Oh, that was that was aimed towards us.
Yes, that was aimed towards us.
Great show.
Man, you really need to get with the program, dude.
Okay, we'll be right back, as he said.
You gonna do your commercial?
I don't know.
Okay.
Surprise you.
Oh boy.
Okay. Hi, this is Bill from Pull Yourself to Pieces. We started this podcast to spark conversations, challenge perspectives, and share the extraordinary tales that make life a thrilling adventure. At first, we didn't know how to create a podcast, but after doing research, we found a great online tool that we use to record each show. That tool is Zencastr, an all-in-one podcast platform that works right out of a browser. You can record studio-quality audio and up to 4K video, even if your connection is unstable. Then you can use the tool's post-production features to help you edit those recordings so your podcast can sound its best. And finally, Zencastr can host your shows and help you distribute them to multiple platforms like Spotify and Apple. It's so easy, and if we can do it, so can you. There's nothing to stop you from creating your own podcast right now. Go to zencastr.com/pricing and use my code BillyRay, and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencastr paid plan. I want you to have the same easy experience as I do for all my podcasting and content needs. It's time to share your story. Pull Yourself to Pieces will now give you about 30 seconds of silence in order to get our dead air out of the way and to have a smooth flowing show. Here we go.
Hey, here's an idea. Instead of asking you if the microphones are off, I'll ask you if the microphones are on. Are the microphones on?
No.
Yeah. Well, you say that, but I don't really believe you anymore.
Okay.
Because I can't trust you.
We're in a world of a lot of liars these days, so
Yeah.
If I say the truth, you may
Yeah.
not believe me anyway, and
Yeah.
so but every week I tell you the same thing.
Yeah.
The mics are off.
Yeah. Well, I got a whole box of cutlery sticking out of my back from all the times you've stabbed me in the back with this. So again,
Besides a whole lot of cutlery
Yeah.
sticking out of your back,
yeah,
you got something moving on your shoulder.
it's dandruff. Oh no, I mean, yeah, it's
Is that real?
yeah, it is real.
Israel. Wait.
No, easy.
Oh,
To
is that
please?
that's
no
real?
Offense, please, no offense to our Jewish friends listening.
What is that on
it's
your
a-
shoulder?
It's a parrot. But I got to tell you,
Wait,
Bill.
what?
I got to tell you, Bill.
There's a bird on your shoulder?
Yeah, it's a bird. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm really disappointed because it hasn't said a word. I mean, and aren't parrots supposed to talk?
Yeah, it's supposed to repeat everything you're saying. I haven't heard him say a word right.
No. Well, here's the thing. There was this guy out on the street and he had this
Oh, boy.
stand and a table and it was like parrots for sale. So I walk up, I go, "Oh, that's a nice one." It was really colorful. So I give him some money, he gives me the parrot, and I said, "Does this thing talk?" And he just kind of shook his head, yes. Didn't really say anything.
You spent a lot of money on that thing, huh?
Well,
I hope not.
Kinda, not a lot.
Oh boy. Well, it's got parrot.
Yeah.
It's got
It's
the
colorful, isn't it?
color. It's got the colors.
Yeah. Look how cute he is.
I
Look
got
at-
it. Yeah, I got. Well,
Yeah.
I thought it was like a robotic thing. Like a little.
No,
like
it's
a
definitely
little-
not a no. That's episode 2. But no.
Okay, I'm coming over there. I want to. I gotta go see this thing.
Yeah, take a look at it. Isn't it cute?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to touch it. Is that
No,
thing gonna
he
bite?
doesn't
That thing's
bite.
real, huh?
Oh yeah, he's real. Yeah. See,
Let me.
look at that.
Let me. All right. I don't want to get bitten here. So
See how
let
he
me
looks
just
at me
touch
when I
that
look at
thing, and
Look, he cuddles up to me.
Oh,
I just wish he'd
have
say
you-
something.
Wait, have you touched this thing before?
No. Why?
What? Look at my hand. That's all full of paint.
What?
Right. Ray, this isn't a real parrot.
What are you
It's
talking about?
it's like gray underneath.
Oh,
Look,
oh God.
uh, this looks more like a pigeon, Ray.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think you
Oh no.
he's
A
yeah,
pigeon, really?
yeah. He should. I think you should
Yeah.
be repeating what he says. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
So he's not going to say anything. All he's going to do is shit on everything. Oh, you know what? I think our time's up.
Oh, okay, all right.
Do you need to get more fiber in your diet and want to help clean up overextended landfills? Then go to your local grocery store and pick up a box of Fiber Blast. Fiber Blast contains ground up bits of cardboard, corn cobs, eggshells, and coconut skin. Just fill up a bowl, add some olive oil, and dig in. Your colon will never be the same. Find Fiber Blast in the liquid plumber aisle.
And we're back in the studio, Ray and Bill.
Hey, you got a
Yeah.
paper towel? That thing just shit on my shoulder.
Get rid of that thing.
All right.
Really?
I'm going to
You're
open
a
the door.
pigeon.
I'm walking over to the
You're
door.
Walter Pigeon. I don't know what you are.
Walter, I'm walking over to the door. All right, go ahead. You're free, you son of
Yeah.
a. Go ahead, get out of here.
Wow.
All right, there it goes.
Did you really? What did you
What?
think? You think that was gonna? Oh, did you? Maybe you thought that was gonna actually bring. Because you're not a pet guy, and I'm thinking maybe
Yeah.
you decided to get a bird because you
Yeah.
thought that would actually make the whole dating scene get a little better.
Oh, I
You
was
know,
just
girls they like oh, I have a dog. It's a way for you to you can take the dog out for a walk, and you can run into somebody who's also got a dog or whatever.
no, that's
but,
not it. I'm just lonely. I just wanted somebody to talk to.
So I guess
What?
that means that the dating thing isn't going so well.
No, it's not. It never is. It's never going well.
Oh, really?
It's like I said, it's mostly painful.
Oh, okay. It's mostly painful.
It's mostly painful. Yeah.
Painful in the date or
No. No. No.
oh, the process.
You know, you get your hopes up. You know, you read somebody's profile and they say all the right things, and you get your hopes up. You're like, oh, this could be
So
the one.
now if you set the bar really low,
Yeah.
okay, like
Yeah.
Roseanne Barr. That
No,
bar,
that's
get
way
it?
too low. No, no. No. I mean, let's see who's a pretty older. I would say Jamie Lee Curtis. I said it there,
Oh, yeah,
or even
sure.
Cher. I mean, God, she looks good for 75, don't she?
Who, Cher?
Yeah, I would date her. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know how much of that's plastic, but I mean,
I mean, she's
guess-
only 10 years older than me. When I think about it, Cher's only like 10 years older than me. We could hang out.
That's true. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
we have music in common. Maybe we could do a little duet. Like I Got You, Babe.
Or if you believe in life
Yeah.
after
Yeah,
life.
we could do that one. Yeah.
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 No.
So anyway, dating. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
it's mostly you get your hopes up and you go out and
Right.
I like meeting people. I like meeting women. I'm
Well,
a very
you're that way.
I'm a sociable guy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That too.
But then it's like the date is wonderful and everybody's happy and smiling. And here I am footing the bill for drinks and dinner and costing me a small fortune. And then it's like, so what do you think? Will we have another date? Well, I'm going back to college. I'm planning a trip to Peru. I'm allergic to Italians. I mean, it's like the most
I like
ridiculous.
that third one. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it's the most ridiculous excuse
Creative.
not to have a second date. And I'm like, just tell me, just be honest. What, you don't like the third arm growing out of the middle of my back? Is that going to be a problem? No, it's like
That could be fun, actually.
I think it could be fun.
We could use 3 arms. There's
Like
three things on them. So I mean,
when
we,
my
can't-
hey,
we
look,
need
man,
3 arms if you think about it.
when I didn't even look at it. I didn't even think of it that way. It's funny that you went there, and you're married. No,
That's
this-
that's why I think of that because I am married.
I'm so muscle bound I can't reach the middle of my back, but having that third arm scratching for me is a big plus. And the downside is when I go to buy gloves, I got to buy 2 pair and I throw one away. So it's
Right.
not. You listen, it's not. It's all cracked up to be, Bill.
You
You
should
know?
just save that fourth one from the second pair in case you. Well, no.
What?
Yeah, no. Well, you want to,
No, doesn't
glove
work that way.
yourself.
No, no. Yeah. All right. I won't say anything because it's a family show. But
Oh,
anyway,
yeah. What family? Adam's
anyway, it's the
family?
Manson family. We've been
The
through this
Manson.
already. These are we just keep with the same jokes every week. We need
Yeah,
some new material.
we've said those before.
I think we need to hire
Someone,
somebody to write
someone's probably
copy.
going to be like, they said that already.
Yeah, we need somebody to write copy. Anyway, so yeah, dating, it's just not fun. It's not fun.
It's not fun.
But I refuse to give up. I'm a
Uh-huh.
hopeful romantic. Yeah, I refuse to give up.
Well, you're hopeful.
I am hopeful.
Yeah.
The biggest problem is these women, they just kind of misrepresent themselves. It's
Uh-huh.
like, just be honest and truthful. That's all I'm asking for.
Right,
know,
right.
Just tell the truth. That's all I can say. It's like,
I see what you're saying.
why can't you just be upfront and uh-oh, do you hear that?
Yeah,
That's my cell phone. Oh, geez.
I do
Right.
hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Maybe you should get that.
I'm gonna. Hello? Oh no, Billy, it's mom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You need to explain.
Yeah, our mom passed away about almost 3 years ago, and I'm not gonna say she's in heaven because I don't know how good a woman she was. I don't know where she is. But somehow, some way, she calls me on my cell phone. So we have this like
It's all frequencies, you know.
you heard of radar love? You know how that kind of works?
Oh,
So
yeah.
somehow she
And that's not RAY.
I'm like, Mom, I'm talking to Billy. Just cool your pits, would you? Anyway, so I put her on hold. Yeah, well, let's find out what she wants.
You
Hold
can
on.
put okay, yeah.
So yeah,
All
what?
right.
Hi, yeah. Listen, look, there's nothing I can do about that. I can't. I'm sorry that St. Peter won't let Dad play the horses. Maybe gambling's not allowed in wherever the hell you are. And by the way, where are you? Is it really fluffy and white like clouds, or is it like the inside of a volcano? Oh, that's too bad. I remember you didn't like Florida because it was so damn hot. Well, I'm not surprised.
right.
I'm not surprised you're there. I'm really not surprised. You weren't really a good mother. Maybe the
Oh, boy.
Billy and she that we do not speak of, but not you weren't good to me. What? You're sorry? Well, it's a little late. If just think if you had been a better person, you might be in that other place. So
I
what?
have nothing to say.
And he complains that there's too much garlic in the pasta sauce. You're in hell. I mean, what do you expect? Of course, it's going to be spicy. What?
Wow.
All right, look, hey, yes, I'm doing the show. Yes, the podcast, right? Yes, I'm doing the show with Billy. You remember?
Oh, she remembers that.
You
Wow.
remember this? Your favorite son? Yeah, that guy. Yeah, I'm
Oh
with him.
boy, don't go there.
I'm talking to
Wow.
your favorite son. Yeah. What?
You wanted
what?
to burn down the house. You didn't give me much of a choice.
I-
I
no,
felt,
no.
I basically
No.
became the
No,
favorite.
let's set the record straight. You almost burned down the house. I almost blew up the house. There's a big difference.
That's-
There's a big difference, Bill.
yeah, but
What?
mine was an accident.
Yeah. No,
No.
well, mine was
Yours was-
premeditated. Mine was premeditated.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, if you set the house on fire, there's a good chance that the firemen can put it out before it engulfs the whole house. If you blow up the house, there's nothing to put out.
I
It's just
gotcha. Yeah.
it's gone.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah. Yes, Mom, I was going to blow up the house. You don't remember? No, she doesn't.
She tunes that. She just drops that one out. She tunes that one out.
Yeah, no, she doesn't believe
She
me.
blocks that one. She blocks that
Well,
one out.
she's got dementia, and I guess where she is, the dementia's just gotten worse.
Oh, I guess that happens, huh?
Yes. No, Mom. Look, an air conditioner? How am I supposed to get you an air conditioner? I don't. You're asking, for things I can't deliver here. Would you like to come on the show?
Oh boy, that'll be weird.
She says not this time, but next time she calls.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Well,
I'm
I
a
guess
little
we're gonna be able to get Mom on the show. That should be interesting. Hear what she
Okay.
has to say.
Wow.
All right. Well, look again, Mom. He was a hound when you were married to him. I'm sorry he just keeps bugging you for sex, but just I don't know. Go find I don't know. Go find somebody that he can I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, there should be plenty of people down there.
Yeah, there should be plenty of people for him to have sex with. Yeah? Okay. Who else is there with you? Oh, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Well, tell him I said hi. All right. Well, it's good talking to you again, even though this is like ridiculously strange. Okay. Say hi to Dad.
Wow.
What? He's not going to remember us? Yeah, I know. I know. He doesn't remember. He didn't remember any of us towards the end, but he
He
still
was
remembers.
better off.
He still remember you? That nice lady who took care of me. Yeah, that would be you. Yeah, that sounds about right.
It still works anyway.
All right, Mom. I love you too. All right, Billy sends his regards.
Yeah, my garage.
Billy sends his garage. All right. And it's a
Wow.
2-car. All right. See you. All right, there she goes. Back to now we know where she is.
Wow. Well, yeah, but you know,
What?
that's the traditional thought that heaven's all white and cloudy and
Yeah.
and hell. What if it was reversed?
Yeah.
Well, no. What if the reality was that this existed? That it was it was hot and spicy and
Yeah.
and red for heaven and
Yeah.
and
And then what's hell like?
it's just nothing.
What is hell like?
Big
Like
white
a
nothing.
beach on the Bahamas?
Right. Really hot.
Oh, well, I like it hot. So, if I'm going to go somewhere and it's hot and there's a beach, and then I'm going
Yeah,
there.
but what if
What?
there's no water? It's just the beach.
I don't like the water. The beach is
No, but I
fine.
mean,
You
if
want-
you're stuck out in the heat, you're gonna.
No,
you're
I'm
gonna-
okay. No,
you're gonna
I'll just-
become
No, I'll just look if there's a pool boy, I can get him to bring me drinks.
pool boy.
Yeah, pool boy. I can get him to bring me drinks and maybe a big bottle of water so I can stay hydrated. But yeah,
That's got to be the worst thing. You end up, you go and then you're in one of the places and then you're a servant. Ugh. I mean,
Hey, they make good money. They get tips galore, and all they got to do is bring drinks to fat, rich American people. How bad is that? How bad a job could that be?
I didn't want to do that in the afterlife.
Well, I don't know. How
I don't
bad-
do anything in the afterlife.
Yeah, but like you said about the water, I don't go in the water now. So why would I need a beach with water? Just give me some sand. I can lay out, put on my thong.
Yeah, but you need to kind of cool down the skin. If you're out there
Oh,
for 24/7, there's not
Well,
gonna be anything
I
left
didn't.
of you.
Well, I didn't say.
Well, that's what I'm. Think about it. Think about it.
I'd have
It's
it.
probably
written
not
in-
at nighttime. It's
No,
just
no,
all daytime.
I'd have it written into my contract that I get a cabana.
Oh, contract. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise I'm not going.
You better do that before you go.
Yeah, that would be smart.
Yeah. Just
So-
in case
Yeah.
I end up here is what I want. Just in case I end up here is what
Okay.
I want.
All right.
What if you get stuck in the middle?
Oh, limbo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chubby Checker used to sing about that. In fact, he built a whole dance around that.
Yeah.
So
This is limbo. We're living in limbo.
yeah, you got something you want to talk about?
I do.
Well, let's hear it.
No.
No,
Uh-uh.
why?
I just I forgot. Why don't we take a break and we'll come back and we'll talk about more things.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the dementia's hitting you too. Okay.
Yeah. All right. We'll be right back.
Okay.
This is Bill, and you're listening to Pull Yourself to Pieces, the podcast, hosted on Anchor. You never heard of Anchor? Anchor by Spotify is a podcast host platform, and it's an easy way to make a podcast. We picked Anchor because they have everything we needed all in one place. You can record and edit a podcast from your computer or even right from your phone. Then you can have your podcast distributed easily to multiple platforms, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and much more. And did I mention it's free? That's right. Anchor is free. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Thank you. Please wait for assistance.
All right, and we're back. All right, everybody, sit back down, relax. That's right. Bill, I got a new segment that I'd like to introduce to the show.
You do?
I do.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And you didn't, we didn't take a vote on this?
No,
It's just like, that's it. It's going to be there. I don't have a choice.
that's right.
That sounds about right with the way
Yep.
things are.
Well,
That's
look,
like the what
What?
the hell are the caucuses anyway? And why is Iowa such a big deal? Really, Iowa?
I don't corn. Iowa's known for corn.
How did Iowa become, such a?
Yeah, key figure in the political.
How is that
spectrum.
place significant?
I don't know, Bill. I've never been to Iowa.
I don't even get any of that. Caucuses
do
and
I.
primaries.
Neither do I. So you want to hear my segment?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is a segment I'm calling "What is Wrong with You?"
Well, that's kind of, that's not really very fair because
What?
this.
No, not
oh,
you.
Oh, not just me. Okay.
No, not you.
Oh, all right.
No, why?
Our
What do you think?
audience. Oh, that's
Why do
really
you?
wrong. I mean,
Why
oh
do
no.
you?
Okay, not the audience
No.
either.
Why do you
Right.
think everything's about you and it's not about the audience? No,
Well, then who else is there?
this
There's
is
me in the audience, and there's you.
oh wow.
Well, think about it.
So now it's you and the audience
Oh, it's the
against
people
me,
out
huh?
there that don't listen to the show.
Okay, never mind.
There's
Anyway,
plenty of them. Okay,
so
let's talk about them.
okay,
Is that what you're going to talk about?
I'm going to talk about these people that like what is wrong with you? Okay,
Go.
let's talk about tailgaters.
Tailgaters.
Yeah, these are the people. No, not the people that go to football games with
Oh,
a keg
okay.
of beer. No, we're talking about the people that like to drive 2 feet behind you when you're on the highway.
That's
Or,
you.
or no, it's not. Oh no,
You
no,
used to
no.
be a tailgater.
Many years ago.
Okay,
Decades
it's not so
ago.
much you're a tailgater. You just you
What?
like to drive fast, so you'll
I
come
don't
up on
do-
somebody really quick
I
and
don't-
then change lanes. That's not
I don't-
tailgating. It's just
That's
like
not tailgating.
it's just no. That's just looking to scare the crap out of the other person in the car.
I
That's
know,
what that's
isn't it
called.
fun? All right, never mind.
No, it's not
well,
fun.
tailgating. So, these are the people that, are 2 feet behind you when you're on the highway or secondary road or wherever
Yeah,
you
you
are.
can't even see their headlights.
You can't
They're
even
that
see the
close.
headlights. And
You can feel his breath on your neck. That's
yeah,
what
I'm
he's-
like, buddy,
know
if
he's too
if you're that close, buy me dinner, because
right.
you're just way too close. I don't understand this. I just don't get it. And here in Virginia, it's like every other person on the road is tailgating. And I'm thinking, sitting on my ass is not going to get you there any faster. It's just going to piss me off. And it's dangerous and it's stupid. And I just don't understand the
It
whole
is
concept.
really stupid. I don't get it.
And
they you know what? You forget, you got a 5,000-pound weapon,
A missile.
and it's like, get out of my way.
Yeah.
Right. There's, it's Mad
Yeah.
Max.
Yeah, well, yeah, but here's the thing. I'm from New York. You can't intimidate me. So, crawling up my butt's not going to get you it's not going to score you any points. Right?
No, so what I, if someone tailgates me, what I do is I
down?
slow down more.
Yeah, me
and
too.
more and more. Because first of all, I don't want them to hit me, and secondly, I don't
Right.
want them to hit me so that I hit the person in front of me. So
Right.
I leave the gap.
Yes.
That's what they tell you in those
That's right.
6-hour
Yeah.
courses.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I took that course. Yeah.
You need to
So
leave yourself an out.
Anyway,
That's
these
what I heard
people,
once.
I'm just like, what is wrong with you? Anyway,
Yeah, I don't know.
let's talk about all you can eat buffets.
Oh,
I
Buffett's.
will admit that I have made many trips to the buffet,
I
and
bet.
I've had many plates in my hand,
I bet.
and I'm good for maybe
It doesn't
2
show.
Oh, you're so look at you. Look how nice you are to me today. What do you want? Anyway, and so yeah, I've made 2 trips, but the plates are small. It's not
That's true.
the plates are small. It's easy to fill a plate, especially
They make
if
it
you're
small
eating.
so you don't,
But here's
eat
the thing.
so much food.
I'm not, when I go to a buffet, I go for the meat. I go for stuff that I don't normally make at home. So I fill my plate with meat, chicken and fish and steak. I see these people at the buffet going back 4, 5, 6 times. They can't fit in the booth or the seat that they're sitting on. And how those little 4-legged chairs hold these people up is beyond me. And I just keep thinking, what is wrong with you? Don't you know when to say when? I mean, this country is just going to hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about these guys? I visit Facebook every now and then to push the show and my book, and there are these these little short videos of people doing stupid things, and the funniest thing.
That's called TikTok. No, okay.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
TikTok.
on Facebook too. Right.
It's on Facebook.
It's
The
on everywhere.
funniest thing I've seen is these guys. What I call them alligator handlers.
Oh, is that what they really are?
These are guys that get like really close to alligators and they try and pet them on the head. Like you would a snake. You know how sometimes you can reach over and pet a snake on the head?
Oh boy.
I've watched these idiots try and pet alligators because they think that they're the alligator whisperer. And then all of a sudden it's so fast. The one time I saw this alligator just grab this guy's hand. The guy had the alligator had this guy's hand in his mouth, and this guy is sitting there, and there's no way he's pulling it out. A bunch of people rush over to help him. They're on the alligator, trying to keep the alligator from spinning, because that's what they do. They spin. and it took a crowbar in the alligator's mouth to try and pry its jaws open to get this guy's hand out.
Oh my
And
God.
I'm just sitting there thinking, what is wrong with you? I
Right.
mean, what did you think the outcome was going to be? You're sitting there with an alligator, something that can eat you whole, and you're trying to pet it as if it's it's a dachshund. I'm just like, the hell? How about this? Have you ever seen these guys who will get a ladder and climb up to the roof to try and kick the snow off of it? Have you seen these guys?
Mm,
You know,
Really?
it's the roof. It's the first thing that gets bright sun. By the next morning, the snow will be gone. The roof doesn't need you to climb up there and try and kick the snow off. Because how many times have I seen these idiots get up? These are on the videos, and they kick, and all of a sudden they go flying off the roof and land in the snow that just fell in front of them. And I
Yeah.
just think, what is wrong with you? What?
I don't know.
What?
I didn't know that even happened. Who
Oh,
knew?
it's hysterical, Bill. I'm telling you. You
Yeah.
know and here's the thing: you never see women do these things. It's always men.
Yeah.
And if you wonder why their lifespan is longer than ours, that's why. That's why
We do more stupider things.
we
than,
do more stupider things,
Yeah.
and I think probably more in this country than any other country on the planet.
It just seems that way.
All right. How about these sport eaters?
We even beat out animals too.
What?
What? Say that again?
Sport eaters. These guys that eat 75 hot dogs, or these guys
I
that
don't get that. Yeah.
I don't. First of all,
Why? And what does that
wha-
really show you?
I mean, how is this a sport? First of all, I don't understand how a person can fit 75 hot dogs in their stomach. To begin with, I'm good for 2 with buns, and then I'm done. I'm stuffed.
Yeah, it's some kind of a weird thing that they do. I don't know how they do it. I mean, but
Again, it's a sport. Who thought this up? And
yeah, I don't
again,
know.
what is wrong with you? Why would you one
And
day?
how is some of that hasn't killed some people?
Again, I just think who was the genius that thought this up and said, "Hey, we're going to make this a sport. We're going to make gluttony into a sport." I mean, I don't understand the world, Bill. It's just become too wacky for me, and I'm wacky to begin with. So things are bad when the
I
world
know,
freaks
I
me
know.
out.
You are wacky to begin with.
All
No,
right.
it's. I guess it's just it's bragging rights. That's all that becomes. I guess.
I guess
You know,
I've never
I
felt.
did it.
You did
know,
what?
beat me.
What'd you do?
I'm just saying that's what he.
Oh,
you know, he
oh,
ate,
oh,
you know,
okay. I thought you
75
meant
hot
you-
dogs.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, that's my rant for the day. That's the end
Oh,
of. our
that's it?
segment. What is wrong? Yeah, that's it. I'll have more next time.
Oh, okay.
You think it's easy thinking this stuff up?
I don't know.
All right.
I guess.
Now I know
not.
you have something you want to talk about.
Well, earlier we said something about something. I don't know how you brought up the subject of something that was offensive or how we got to be careful what we say.
Yes.
And I started thinking about like some movies that I've seen that were okay at the time that I watched them.
Yes.
And I think back and I think now and I'm like, oh, whoa.
Oh
I
wow.
mean, like,
Yeah.
Oh, there's really, But before I go even to like movies that we grew up with,
Yeah.
I went to film school.
I know.
And we studied a film that was like, okay, the big event film because it was the first film, one of the first films, way back at the turn of the century, 19th century, we're talking about here.
Yeah.
That had everything it needed for a real film. In other words, like, you know what I mean? Like most times they were just like little pieces. They weren't like this one was the film
Are
because
you talking about Birth of a Nation?
Birth of a Nation. Okay.
There you go.
Now, if that was not a ridiculously offensive movie, okay,
I've never seen it. I've
the
only heard
portrayal
stories.
of African Americans is horrible. It's such a racist. It's a really racist movie, and the KKK is in there, and it's like yeah, go
They're
KKK.
They're glorified.
Oh, it's horrible.
Oh, jeez.
It's horrible.
That's
you
just
know?
wrong, Bill.
And I can't watch. Not that I really liked it, but I can't watch. Movies like Gone with the Wind because there's so much of that in there too. The
Yeah.
little bit that I have seen it of it's like
I
it's like
know.
I just can't
Yeah.
can't handle it. And you know what? I used to have a whole different thing about the old Bond movies, and I say the old Bond movies, right?
Yes.
Before Daniel Craig.
Right.
No, you know what? I'll even say before Pierce Brosnan, because Pierce Brosnan didn't seem as sexist at all
Right.
to me. Well, not at all, but I mean, as
Yes,
as
you're right.
bad as the guys
I
before
agree.
him, you know. But Roger Moore and Sean Connery,
Connery.
oh my God, this sexism in those
I know.
movies
Yes.
is just it. Oh, it just hurts. It hurts to watch, and I loved those movies as a kid, and now I look back and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, what the heck, you know.
Hey,
We go to comedy level, and anything from there's plenty of things that are going to offend people in anything from Mel Brooks, but they still make you laugh.
Yes.
But it's not as cringy as I guess
Yes.
because it's a comedy. I guess
Yes.
maybe that's why, because it's not as cringy.
well,
you know?
he's basically mocking the stereotypes and basically pointing the finger at
Yeah,
how we perceive each other and trying to, make light of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I totally get it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think of Blazing Saddles, right? I mean, that's
Blazing Saddles.
the perfect example of that.
The perfect example
Yeah.
of a movie you could not make today.
No, you couldn't.
No.
And
And I'm
What?
sure when the camera wasn't running, okay, the stars of that movie were all hanging around, drinking beers, laughing, and having a ball, and probably looking at the script and going, "Oh my God, you see what I have to say?" And
They could have been.
I'm
They
assuming
could have been.
that not a single one of them was offended, and just realized, at the time, how funny this movie is going to be.
Yeah.
But it's amazing how our perceptions change over time, and what was acceptable is just no longer acceptable. Here, prime example. How about this? For 2 years, there was a TV series where the star of the show had to bed a different woman every single episode. And who was that guy?
Oh,
ahead.
Captain Kirk.
Captain Kirk. There you
Right.
go.
That's right.
know,
Yeah.
I watched the show as a kid growing up. Of course, I never put two and two together. It
Right.
was only as I got older that somebody pointed it out. And I'm like,
Right.
so I
right.
started watching them again. I'm like, sure enough,
Yeah.
every single new woman guest star he went after like a hound. It's
Yep.
it's unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. That's that's exactly what it is. It's just the portrayal of women in a lot of those movies. Is
Oh
it's
my
just
gosh,
like, I
they're
can't
just
watch it.
they're nothing but secondhand citizens and sex objects. That's all they were.
And it's not just the way women are portrayed or the way certain people are portrayed. There's also, I have a big problem with how many times we've had an actor who's a very American actor, and they're playing like they're playing a Native American, or they're playing
Oh,
an
gosh.
Asian.
Oh, it happens all the time.
Yeah, I just
Well,
that's
look,
painful to watch too.
that's a system that we cannot fight. But I'll tell you what, it's slowly changing.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh
I
no,
think-
definitely it is.
Yeah, I think Hollywood finally woke up to the fact that they need some authenticity with some of their actors that are going to portray certain.
Agree. Right.
And I,
When you
I
have
think
too much white men in
Yeah.
in the leadership in Hollywood in these studios,
yes,
that's what it was, and now
Yes.
there's it's taken a long, it's going to take a long time, and
Yep.
hopefully we don't have any setbacks.
Nope.
But we'll
Hey,
get
there-
there. You and I won't be around, but
Yeah.
I think we'll get there as
I keep seeing more and more women now directing films,
yes,
and
yes,
those films are as good, if not better, than a lot of the films I've seen directed by men.
sure,
I just
Sure.
watched this great movie, written and directed by David Mamet, and it's called State and Maine.
I've heard of that.
Yeah,
Yeah, who's the star of that?
it's an ensemble cast, and
Okay.
everybody's in this movie, and it's
Yeah, okay.
hysterical.
Yeah.
It's a spoof.
That's a satirical film.
It's a Hollywood spoof. Yes, it's a spoof of Hollywood.
Okay.
And everybody's in this movie. State and Maine. It's incredibly funny. It was really good. Anybody, if you can find it, I recommend watching it. It's just incredible. Alec Baldwin. Oh my God, just an amazing cast. There's
Yeah.
probably a dozen big names in this movie. And again, David Mamet, he just writes and directs some amazing stuff. All right. Are we done?
Well, that's the last thing I want to just say is that I
Okay.
have there's a lot of films that still are popular, now.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of one in particular, and there's some scenes in there that are just really, really wrong. I don't know how well Breakfast Club, but that's got a lot of that has a lot of popularity even till today.
I've seen it.
Yeah, and there's quite a few choice scenes that are really just wrong. Okay, and there's a lot of films that I just once in a while, I'll go watch an old film from the
Yeah.
70s or 80s and watch
Yeah.
it, and there's just this gratuitous half naked woman scene.
Oh,
It's
always.
a lot, and it's
Oh,
like,
always.
really? It's tough to see that now. It's like
I know.
I
I
want
know.
to see gratuitous men naked scenes.
Me
No.
too. Yeah. Yeah, me too.
I think my wife wanted it too.
Well, we're all in agreement.
Okay, right.
What'd she say?
So anyway,
Yeah.
I don't know.
She said something. I heard.
There's a parrot in the room.
There's a parrot.
Yeah, it's finally. It's
Well,
finally.
Hey, at least your parrot talks. Mine just shit on my
That's right.
shoulder.
That's right. Speaking of parrots talking, I think we should take a break
Okay.
and come back to one of your favorite segments.
Oh, yay.
Looney Laws. No,
Looney Laws.
yeah, Looney Nuns.
No, that's horny nuns.
Oh,
Breaking Looney Laws.
they
No,
call
I don't-
them nuns for a reason,
Yes, they
Nun.
get none.
Right, exactly.
All right. Shall we go?
Yeah, we'll be right back.
We'll be back.
It's time for Looney Laws of the Land.
And we're back with another installment of Looney Laws of the Land.
Yay.
We are almost done with the entire U.S., which means that we'll have to start going to different countries and see.
We're
what
done
that
with your
is all
ass?
about.
What?
Your
What'd you say?
your ass.
Oh, you said
Your ass.
U.S.
We're almost done with your ass.
Okay.
U.S.
Got it. Oh, I'm sorry. U.S.
U.S.
And what state are we going to now, William?
We are going to the wonderful, incredibly.
Yeah.
I don't even know much about this state.
Okay. Well, where is it? It's gotta be-
Wisconsin.
Oh, cheese. They make cheese. That's all they do there. Everybody.
That's all you
makes
know about
cheese.
is
That's
they
it.
make
Everybody
cheese?
makes cheese. Everybody
Really?
works in the cheese factory. They make cheese.
Wisconsin.
Yep.
What's their political leaning over there? Are they kind of like,
I,
aren't they usually one of those ones that it's like it's a swing state?
I think so.
I mean, you should go to a swing state. You might actually do a little better in this thing.
I don't know.
Oh, it's not that kind of swinging. Okay, wait. Sorry.
Easy.
All right. So,
Yeah.
In the state of Wisconsin,
Yeah.
there are some laws that are apparently still in the books that
Okay.
are
Ridiculous.
what we consider ridiculous. Yes.
Okay.
One of them is apparently it is against the law to serve margarine unless the customer specifically requests it at a restaurant.
That's a crime? Wow. It's against the law.
You really think anybody's still,
What?
you think there's like the margarine police?
There's got to be. Or at least at some time there was.
But
There
why?
were men dressed like G-men, sitting in booths with
Yeah.
binoculars looking at
You
other
said sitting
people.
in boobs. Whoa.
No, booths with binoculars just
Yeah.
looking for that margarine. Wow. I can't believe it's not butter. All right. This just boggles the mind.
Margarine, if I remember correctly, I thought it was like, there's a lot of chemicals in margarine that I
Oh,
think it's a
it's
few
horrible.
chemicals. It's a few chemicals off from being plastic.
It's
Something like
it's
that.
horrible. It's slimy. It's greasy. It's a terrible invention. It's one of the worst inventions.
So you really
ever.
like it?
No, I hate it.
All right. Moving along. Apparently, it's against the law to give a farm animal the right of way on a public road. So he doesn't have any rights. So if he's walking on the road,
Yeah.
yeah, any animal.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of animals they have in Wisconsin. I'm a guessing. I'm a guessing they got cows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you think they got cows there?
I don't know. Well,
There's probably a lot of dead
wait a
cows
minute,
because
wait a
they
minute.
have no right of way.
No, but they make cheese.
You
so
really should give an animal right away if he's walking on a road. No? Who's going to win? There's a deer crossing the road, right? And you're coming up on him. Oh, I'll just hit him. We both know that's going to kind of ruin your car.
Yeah.
What does the right of way anyway mean? The right of way.
The right of way means that you have to yield to that person or thing that wants to use the road ahead of you.
Okay. Okay. All right.
All right.
The animal doesn't know it's a road.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't
Right.
know it's a road. No.
I'm on this road right now, and
Again,
I'm not getting off.
I got interrupted by a phone call. Tell me again, what is the exact law?
That it's against the law
The
for a
law.
farm to give a farm animal the right of way on a road.
Well, here's the thing: if you don't, and it's in your way, you're gonna hit it and kill it. You've got to give
Or
a farm
worse, it's going to just wreck your car and maybe kill you.
Well, yeah. So that law is stupid. At that point, if there's an
Thank
animal in the road, you need to give it the right of way. But again, we're talking Wisconsin. I don't, cheeseheads.
Okay, now Wisconsin apparently is considered Central Time. And for all
Okay.
of you who don't know what that means, it's in the center of the country. So apparently against the law to not base business hours on Central Time. Ooh.
Oh, for crying out loud. But that's just stupidity. Of course, you're going to base your business hours on the
then
time
people don't
zone.
know what time to come into work. Oh,
On
we're
the
early,
time
we're
zone
late.
you're going to base it on the time zone you're in. I mean,
yeah,
that's just logic. And
I
so
don't.
they made a law requiring you to do this. Again, it just too many stupid people in the world. What else you got?
Apparently, Wisconsin is a state where it's against the law for adultery. Now, who the hell is
Adultery is-
policing? Who's
uh,
adultery? Who's policing that?
The bedroom police. I want that job.
Really?
Yeah,
All right, we got you.
I want that job.
That's my
You know-
wife. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
You want that job?
Wow, adultery is
Get in
against-
line.
Yeah. I mean, it's it's you morality comes into play there, but for it to be against the law, geez, that's the
Yeah.
That's-
Well, like you said, at one point it must have been the law of the land.
yeah,
you
right.
know,
Yeah.
when it
Yeah.
was a very, very religious state.
Well, it's one of the
Speaking
10. It's one of the 10 commandments.
Oh, right.
Yeah. But-
Covet.
Um,
Oh no, thou shalt
thou
not commit adultery
adultery. Yeah, it's one of the 10
with a
commandments.
coveted wife. No,
With a- Yeah, with a fur.
Uncoveted.
No, it's a fur covered wife.
fur covered wife.
What else you got?
Oh, speaking of cheese, which
Yeah.
you mentioned that
Yes.
Wisconsin makes a lot of cheese. I
Yes.
didn't know that. What kind of cheese they make?
Toe cheese, because everybody
that's
has
disgusting.
everybody has athlete's foot. Yeah, it's horrible. The whole place stinks. As soon as
Wisconsin
you,
is cold, right?
yeah, it's cold.
Okay. So apparently it's against the law to make cheese in Wisconsin that is not considered highly pleasing.
Wow, that's just kind of, yeah.
Yeah, but most cheese is most cheese kind of smells offensive. Thank God it doesn't
well-
taste that way.
Well,
Don't you agree?
it does smell offensive,
It does.
but it's all in the context of what you connect that smell to.
What?
You heard me. The cheese only smells offensive if you connect it to something that you think the cheese smells like. You make a mental connection. Look, we all make mental connection with smells. Oh, that smells like so and so, or that smells like this, or that smells like that.
Yeah.
So, though the cheese may smell, I can get past the smell of most cheese because I love cheese. And so I'm thinking, well, that's just, a byproduct of the cheese itself. So I try not to connect it to a.
No. Right.
Pe-
Because
people
if we
personal
think
thing.
about eating something stinky,
Right.
then, you're not going to want to eat cheese.
Right.
Ever.
Right. Exactly.
I don't think there's any cheese that doesn't stink.
Yeah, there are some cheeses out there that Swiss cheese doesn't smell bad.
No, that's true. It doesn't smell bad.
Swiss cheese does not smell bad.
Yeah.
Ricotta doesn't smell bad.
Yeah.
There are some cheeses
That's
out there
true.
that actually smell quite nice.
Well, thank you for that.
Like, what else you got?
There's a city called Racine, Racine. Sound right?
Yeah, Racine. Okay.
Yeah. Apparently, it's against the law to shoot missiles at parade participants.
Well, that would be just
that's
just
good law.
that's just rude.
That
know?
must have happened.
Of course, it happened.
Missiles.
Right. It happened at some
Missiles.
point. Missiles. Yes, missiles.
Missiles.
Obviously, it happened at some point, or there wouldn't be a law
There's a
against it.
missile in my bedroom.
Uh,
So,
I
no, there's a
mean-
missile in my house, he says.
I mean, just missiles
Yeah.
at parade. I mean, that's when you want to wipe out, one of those big floats. Obviously, the guy had something against the float, and said, "That's it. I'm gonna take my bazooka and I'm gonna blow this sucker to smithereens."
Who knew there was a missile problem in Wisconsin?
I didn't know. No, that's the thing. Nobody tells me anything.
Yep.
What else?
All right. How do you think you pronounce WAUSAU? Wausau. Wausau. Wausau.
Wasu.
Wausau.
Wasu. How about Wasu?
Wasui.
How about Wasu? Try that.
Apparently, in that city,
Yeah.
it's against the law to throw snowballs. So, sorry.
Oh,
no snowball
I'm
fights.
calling bullshit on this one. I'm calling bullshit on this one. That should not be against the law. Now, it should be against the law to throw snowballs at old people and cars. But I think, other than that, I think it's fair game. It's open season.
Okay.
That's just me.
Okay.
All right.
Milwaukee. That's a big city in Wisconsin.
Yeah, you know what they're known for?
What?
I don't know. I was asking you.
I thought it was maybe. Don't they make aren't
Schlitz?
they breweries?
Yeah, Schlitz or Schmitz, one of those.
Ah,
The
Schlitz.
beer that made Milwaukee famous. That was the commercial, but I don't remember the beer because I don't like beer.
So
but yeah.
Milwaukee, the city of beers.
Yeah, City of Beer.
Apparently, it's illegal to go out in public if you look offensive. Well,
Oh,
what the hell?
I'm staying in the house because the way I look.
That's pretty much. I mean, that
Yeah.
pretty much covers everything and everybody.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean,
I can't go out in the street. Yeah,
Wow.
if you look offensive. Well, that means there's nothing but the beautiful people out strolling on the road.
Yeah, Milwaukee,
Aha.
and they're
Yeah.
drunk because
And
it's so much beer.
well, the drunk, beautiful people strolling out on the roads. The rest of us have to hide inside because we're
Yeah.
hideous. Wow.
St. Croix.
St.
Is that how you
Croix.
say it?
St. Croix. Yes.
Yeah, St. Croix.
Yeah.
because it's really CROIX. And
Yeah,
I
I know.
love how
Look.
we take certain words. I mean, it's obviously probably from a French.
Yes, it is.
It's got to be.
Yes.
They have all these extra letters, and we just go
Yes.
Croix.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, instead of just spell it CR.
That's like Stephen Colbert, right? If you read his name, it's Stephen Colbert,
I know.
but it's Colbert.
I know. Target.
Target.
So in St. Croix,
Yeah.
it's against the law to wear red in public. So yeah.
Oh, now you're pulling my
I'm
leg.
telling you, this is what I'm reading.
Show me
This is what it
I
says.
I'm walking over there. I'm looking at this picture.
I didn't
I'm
make it
looking
up.
at what you got.
Look,
Eh,
they're wearing red shirts,
Son of a
and it
bitch.
says no,
It's
no,
against the law to
no
red
shirts.
in public.
You can go around with no shirt on if you want.
What
especially
if you've got a
woman.
white T-shirt on and you get shot? Are you going
Uh-oh.
to jail?
Oh boy! Oh yeah! That,
'Cause that
you also
thing's
can have
red
other
now.
problems too. If you got
What?
shot.
That's just not right.
And okay, now how do you pronounce this one?
Yeah.
I guess there's a lot of places in Wisconsin that came from France.
Yeah.
Lacrosse.
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 Oh, lacrosse.
Lacrosse.
Say it like that.
Like the game.
lacrosse.
Like the game with the cue ball that
Oh,
you wail
Look,
at
big heavy ball that you throw
Yeah,
around
at
at people
like-
that could probably give you concussion.
at like 90 miles an hour. Yeah.
That's a smart sport.
That's the stupidest
So
game on the planet.
There's a lacrosse, which they probably they love playing that game. Probably
Uh-huh.
Lacrosse, Wisconsin. It's
Yes.
against the law. No, this is the last one, by the way.
Okay. Okay.
This is zinger. It's against the law to worry a squirrel.
Wow.
Who would have thought?
Wow.
How do you know you worried him?
You worry is good. Oh, well, that's when you take a bag of peanuts and bury it in the ground. And then
Oh,
shortly
he's going. Oh, what's my nuts? What's my
and
nuts?
then, and
Where's my
then
nuts?
shortly after that you dig them up again.
Oh,
Because now he's worried that they're gone.
or
you
you get a little blindfold,
yeah.
right? After
Yeah.
he lets you let him see where you buried them all, and you put a blindfold on, and then you.
Oh, that's
go.
just cruel. That's like pin the tail on the donkey, except this is like, make the squirrel find his nuts. Get it? Make the squirrel find his nuts.
Speaking of nuts,
Yeah, are we done?
I think we're done.
Is it time to say goodnight?
It's time to go. I know you got to go, and I got to go because
Yeah.
I can't go anymore.
Yeah.
Well,
we had fun doing this show. Hope you all had fun listening. And all I'm going to say is just be good to each other out there, okay?
That's right. And we'll talk to you next time.
Yeah.
Hi, This is Bill from Pull Yourself to Pieces. We started this podcast to spark conversations, challenge perspectives, and share the extraordinary tales that make life a thrilling adventure. At first, we didn't know how to create a podcast, but after doing research, we found a great online tool that we use to record each show. That tool is Zencastr, an all-in-one podcast platform that works right out of a browser. You can record studio-quality audio and up to 4K video, even if your connection is unstable. Then you can use the tool's post-production features to help you edit those recordings so your podcast can sound its best. And finally, Zencastr can host your shows and help you distribute them to multiple platforms like Spotify and Apple. It's so easy, and if we can do it, so can you. There's nothing to stop you from creating your own podcast right now. Go to zencastr.com/pricing and use my code BillyRay, and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencastr paid plan. I want you to have the same easy experience as I do for all my podcasting and content needs. It's time to share your story. Please check out our website, pullyourselftopieces.com.
That's right.
And you can subscribe to the show in Google and Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Castbox, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, Stitcher, and YouTube, or via RSS, so you'll never miss an episode.
And if you enjoy our show, don't forget to give us a high rating.
And remember to tell your friends about the show.
Thanks for listening to our show, and thank you to freesounds.org and Gottlieb, Audio Mirage, Plasterbrain, Cognito Perceptu, FK Prod, Mirage Taser, Shadow Wisp, D-Boss, Viku Seru, Intra Environmental Sound Project, Julian Nicholas, Carmelo Mike, G Kill Hour, 140178 Sound, CMU Sound Design, Alan Mchi, Der Super Anton, Eric H2000, Bulbastray, FK Phantom, Ultra Dust, Ada Records, Stuart Colborn, Debroid, Cubidup, GJ, Syntax Seed, Inspector J, Astounded, Madge 061785, Just Invoke, Short Record, Lorenzo Sue, and I'm Mackenzie. CreativeCommons.org/licenses/by/3.0/legal code.